Coach, now that you kind of have everybody back healthy for the most part, do you hope to settle into a consistent rotation? Do you kind of hope to iron that out, or are you going to kind of keep juggling things?
Yeah, I hope so. I think that helps being more consistent and having those lineups playing together and creating that chemistry.
Is it strange coming up here for a pregame presser and not having to give a status update on any injuries or players?
Yes.
Is it an enjoyable experience?
Very enjoyable.
What's your status, Tiago?
My status is hip is it's metallic because it's replaced. No, I'm good. I'm happy to be here coaching these guys and all good.
What did you see from this Hornets team a week ago when you guys played that was challenging for you guys to deal with?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. I think it's a extremely fast team that shoot a bunch of threes, a lot of quality, a lot of creativity. They can create shots differently. It's not like a steady diet of how they create those threes. And they have guys that can put the ball on the floor, play off the ball, good off-screening sets. They have a lot of versatility in that point. I think one of the teams that create those shots that put most difficulty in the teams. The way they play fast and move, with LaMelo Ball with the ball. He's so creative. Brandon Miller and Kinepo just, in a good spot right now, shooting the ball. So, it's tough to guard them.
Back to the question on the rotation. Is that something you hope to start now, or you hope to get to in a week? Like what you do tonight will be something you build off of, or how are you approaching that?
So before we start a game, of course, we put those rotations plans together and how we're gonna, sub, like pre-sub pattern, let's say. And of course, throughout the game, it changes when a player is hot or is cold, and you change a little bit. But you try to stay consistent. Also for the minutes, you don't want to go, overplay a guy their minutes or underplay. So go both ways. So we have those pre-sub patterns established, but throughout the game, sometimes you change a little bit. But the idea of playing certain guys with certain players and combinations of size, shooting ability, speed, defense, offense, and you try to create a good mix on all of those lineups.
Obviously, speaking of like minutes and rotation and stuff, you obviously still have to monitor Danny with the back stuff, but is everybody pretty much off their minutes limits if they had any at this point?
Yeah, Rob has been the whole season. Danny, of course, now we got to be careful. Matisse still on some type of restriction. Other than that, we would try to balance the minutes. We also don't want to, burn Drew Holiday with 38 minutes a night. So those things we gotta be careful, and then spread out the minutes with a good conscience of what we're doing.
Veet's kind of struggled as a shooter, but he's found other ways to get involved. How can you look at a guy like that and kind of not just get him opportunities, but get him going, but also use him as an example of a guy that does other stuff beyond just the shooting?
I agree. He's not shooting the ball well lately, but he always have gravity. He always have guys guarding him and creating spacing for our drivers. And like you said, he also have other ways to score. He can, drive the ball, shoot a little floaters, play a little pick and roll. So, I love the way he play. He reacts fast to the plays, quick reads. So that always help in your offense to create that, connectivity and staying connected over there on offense.
Back to Charlotte, what have you thought about what Knippel's been able to do in his rookie year?
Impressive, just like not just the shooting ability, but the poise that he carries throughout the game, and very competitive, serious, take the good shots, plays physical. Impressive by him.
Kind of lost in Denny's injury situation. Scoot struggles. It's been a pretty impressive run by Drew Holiday. How would you describe what he's given you guys right now?
Yeah, he's been able to help us a lot offensively, creating shots for him and for others. Some games he was carrying the team out there and shooting the ball well this last week. So, happy for him. I know, that he spent a lot of the season out, but coming back, we have some up and downs. But right now, he's playing extremely well.
How do you balance him and Denny running the team? Like who does what?
So Drew is always the guy that's gonna read the situation. He knows that if he sees Danny in transition, he's gonna kick the ball ahead, and Danny will be attacking the paint. In situations where the game slows down a little bit, it depends. You can involve both in the top of the key and create something like that. But they both can play together. That's easily. Sometimes Danny brings the ball, depending who is hot, who is not, and what's the situation, who we want to attack, and where we see the advantage, who is guarding them. So a lot of things go through it, but and then trying to have. Right now that we have Scoot, Danny, and Drew, trying to have, two of those always on the court, or sometimes play Danny surrounded by shooters, where they gotta be, that gravity is gonna be with the shooters and let Danny attack the paint. So, all of those thought process go through our mind.